I wouldn't call it a robbery, but I will say I thought Max won. I thought him dropping Volkanovski in 2 rounds that he was clearly winning. So my point is, if you're going to give him a 10-9, okay, but then he drops him, how's it not a 10-8? I mean, people are going to say that he landed some strikes. I'm like, yeah, but he still won the round. So take away the drop, he won the round 10-9. So then what gives him the 10-8? He dropped him. That should have been a 10-8 round. At best, at worst, that fight should have been a draw, in my opinion. And then we'd still have another situation. Like I get both sides. Like Volkanovski is not going to be appreciated by the fans because they don't think that he really won the fight and deserves the belt or earned the belt. The first fight I thought he won, but this second fight really close. Max definitely ran away with the first and second rounds, and the third was close. The fifth was close, but it was more of Volkanovski playing the game. Punch, strike into the clinch, then let go of the clinch, try to throw some more strikes, then go back to the clinch, inside leg trip. Max gets back up, but there was no damage. So it's like, I don't know, man. It's really depends on what you're scoring. So it's tough to say. I can't say if you inside leg trip me on the street on concrete, would that have hurt me if I'm getting right back up, you know? But if I take you down and I slam you on your back on a concrete floor, and I'm just looking at this in terms of a fight standpoint, like we fight to inflict damage and to win by doing the most significant damage. That's ultimately what you're trying to do. You're trying to hurt your opponent and either put them to sleep, immobilize them, or render them unconscious, whatever it is. And I think a big takedown slam can accumulate that and can achieve that in a street fight setting where you hit that takedown versus an inside leg trip. I don't know. It's not the same. I think you pick someone up and you go Khabib style, you slam them down. That's airtime. You really do some damage with that. But inside leg trips like Sayudo versus Mighty Mouse, and the guy gets right back up. That doesn't hold any water for me. So I thought Max clearly won the fight, and maybe Volkanovski won the game, but I thought Max won the fight.
I had Max winning the fight. I thought he won the fight when I was watching it. But it's different being there, right? But watching it on TV, I thought Max got at least 3 rounds up. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Yeah, probably Max. I probably say picked to win. Yeah, I thought the fight was a robbery. I thought Max did enough to win. Like I said, I gave him 3 rounds out of 5. So I believe he done enough to beat the champ. So yeah, I think it was a robbery.
Yeah, I think it was a robbery. I had a 3-2 for Holloway for sure. I think he won 3 rounds to 2, no doubt. So I for sure 1 and 2, and then 3 was close, and then 3, 4, 5 were like 5 was Volkanovski. It was between 3 and 4. I gave Holloway, I don't know. A lot of people give him 3, but I gave him kind of like 4. I gave 4 to Holloway and then 3rd to Volk. I don't know.
Robberies are it's hard to use that word robbery, but I had Max up 3-2. I thought he did plenty enough to win the fight. I thought he dropped. I know he dropped the champion twice in the first round. I thought that should have been a 10-8 round or even a 10-7 round. But I thought Max did plenty enough to win that fight. Title should have went back to Max that night. But judging's a hard criteria. You like to sit down with those judges. I always thought in rules meetings we should have judges in the rules meetings when we're talking to the refs, and go over the criteria, what they're looking for, so we're all on the same page. But like normal, judging is still light years behind where MMA is currently.
In the most non-biased opinion, because I've always been a big fan of Max Holloway. Growing up, that was like my dude, you know what I mean? But as non-biased as I can be, I had Max winning the first 3 rounds and Volkanovski winning the last 2. That was me. The first 2 were pretty decisive in my eyes. The third one was like obviously a lot more competitive, but I still, like I said, being non-biased, gave it to Max. And then the last 2 I gave to Volkanovski.